I'm your number one fan.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
Whatever you do, don't fall asleep.
What an excellent day for an exorcism.
My mom and dad are gonna be...
I see dead people.
Hello.
Hello. Happy Tuesday.
Oh, look at us go.
Tuesday.
Yeah, the Tuesdayest of the days.
Mm-hmm. We started this because it rhymed with booze day. Like
That's
boo.
true. Yeah. But then we were like, oh, booze.
Yeah.
Kind of sends the wrong message, you know?
Yeah.
We did our best.
Yeah.
Anyways, welcome back to Killer Cuties podcast.
Hello.
Oh, yeah.
We're here to talk about Jennifer's body.
We are. I have a few news to start with.
Please.
Great. I'll
do that.
start. Thank you.
Right? You should start.
Yeah. I'm gonna start. So Mark Duplass got a TikTok account. Followed that immediately. Anyways, he was posting little teasers that an announcement was coming, and one of them was him dressed as Peach Fuzz from the Creep series. So everybody got all excited. Previously, they had said that there was going to be a third film to wrap up that series as a trilogy. However, it has been confirmed as of today, which we're filming this on June 4th. Sorry. Today, June 4th, that IndieWire has officially broken the news that instead of a new movie, it's going to be a TV series called The Creep Tapes. So the first season apparently has already made it through production and is just being optioned to potential buyers now. So
Wow.
very exciting stuff. I like that series. You don't know what I'm talking about, but you will one day.
I don't even know who you're talking about. But I do think, one little comment, I do think that that's the way to get like a show sold, is to just make it and then get the hype. And then they're going to buy it for more.
I mean, if you have the money, yeah.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, everybody can't just make a TV show and then
That's
hope that
true.
someone buys it. But I do think it's a smart way, especially when there's already fans of a series, to kind of get hype around it, to show that there is an interest in it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I'm excited. I would watch the shit out of that.
Alien Romulus just dropped its trailer.
I saw that. Well, I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
I did, like 15 times. We get some chest burster action, some face hugger action. There's obviously a xenomouth scene. They're screaming, there's space stuff. It looks good. It looks so good. The cast looks amazing. The effects look amazing. It's kind of low light, which you hate, but I think that adds to space. So I'm not. I
just want to be able to see what's happening.
Well, you're in space.
I don't care. I want to be able to see the movie. If there's alien chest bursters, then I can suspend my belief for that. I can also suspend my belief for there being a light source where there maybe shouldn't be. Weirdly enough, I'm going to go back to Lord of the Rings for a second and say, what was it, Peter Jackson, who said somebody asked him where the light's coming from at the night scenes, and he said the same place the music is.
Fair.
Thank you. It's a fucking movie. I want to see it.
That's so fair.
Yeah. Anyways, I know Lord of the Rings. Next from me, well, I guess last little news that I had, the Hollywood Reporter has confirmed that Paul Giamatti is set to play a key role in an upcoming Hostel TV series. The show's going to be coming to us from Fifth Season, which is the studio that was behind Severance on Apple. And apparently the show is going to be reinventing the franchise as an elevated thriller. Having seen Hostel, multiple of the films in that, I'm struggling to see how it could be elevated. But I guess we'll see.
Isn't that the blue guy from that movie Liar or something? Big Fat Liar?
Yes, Paul Giamatti was in the hit made-for-TV film.
I think.
Was it? I think so. Yes, he played Marty Wolf in Big Fat Liar.
Cute.
Great film.
Can't imagine him in anything other than like a slapstick comedy, but
Oh, no, he's done like more serious roles. He does comedy as well, obviously. But
Yeah.
I think he had even said that he really loves horror and he wanted to kind of expand into that genre. So,
Oh, cute.
yeah.
Okay, well, last one for me. Black Mirror is getting a sequel, sort of. The USS Callister episode is getting a sequel. That's the Star Trek-inspired episode from season 4, starring Jesse Plemons. Charlie Brooker, the series creator, confirmed that that sequel has actually been in the works since that episode aired. Like, almost 10 years ago. 8 years
Yeah.
ago, 7 years ago. Because it ends with a really perfect sequel tee-up. But he wouldn't confirm if it's the original cast that's involved, so we don't know if it's a direct sequel. We'll just have to wait until season 7 comes out next year.
Okay. So it is going to be an episode in the new season.
Yes.
Got it. Okay.
Yep. Kind of fun.
Yeah, I don't hate that. I did like that episode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you've seen it?
That one I have seen.
Great.
I don't remember it, but I have seen it. I know for a fact. I don't remember any of that. It's just so confusing. Anthologies are just so hard to keep track of. It's like watching 10 movies in a row. It's very hard to keep track of.
Well, yeah, there's only like max 6 episodes a season, so.
6 movies in a row is a lot of movies.
Yeah, I guess. No one made you watch them all in a row, though. You could have, like.
No. Oh, yeah, I could have spread them out.
Yeah.
I mean, still, I watched all of them, and there's like 35 of them. That was actually a trivia question today on our work trivia.
Oh, did you get it right?
It was the tiebreaker question, which is always like a value. So it was like, how many episodes are there, including Bandersnatch, of Black Mirror? I put 37.
Was that right?
I don't know. I don't get the results until tomorrow.
Oh. I feel like after I answered, I would look it up to see if I was right.
Yeah, I'm not that invested in work trivia.
Oh, me neither, since I don't even do it. One day I'll get involved.
Oh, well.
All right, are you ready to talk about Jennifer's Body?
Yeah.
All right. In case it's been a while since you've seen Jennifer's Body, or if you've never seen it and you just want spoilers anyway, it is, or I guess, let me start over. This is a little review of it from Google. When a demon takes possession over her, Jennifer, played by Megan Fox, turns a hungry eye on guys who never stood a chance with her before. While Jennifer satisfies her appetite for human flesh with the school's male population, her nerdy friend Needy, played by Amanda Seyfried, learns what's happening and vows to put an end to the carnage. It is directed by Karen Kusama. It is written by Diablo Cody, who also did Lisa Frankenstein. We talked about that earlier this year. It stars Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried, obviously. It didn't do amazingly at the box office. It grossed $31.6 million against a budget of $16 million, and it received mixed reviews from critics. However, in the wake of the Me Too movement, it was described as a feminist cult classic. Definitely has had some tides turning. However, it does have a 5.5 currently on IMDb, and it still has a 46% critic score on Rotten Tomatoes. So they haven't changed enough to change those scores, but it definitely has a very large cult following at this point.
Yeah. Megan Fox doesn't like to call it a cult following. She said it's just a following now. It's large enough that it's no longer a cult. It's an appropriate portion of the population.
Honestly, that's pretty fair. I feel like it was a cult following for a long time, but in more recent years, I rarely hear people talk badly about this movie.
Where should we start?
Let's start with the marketing.
Okay.
Do you have anything for that, or do you want me to keep talking?
No, I mean, they did a terrible job marketing it.
Yeah,
They did an absolutely terrible job. The test screenings were filled with fraternity brothers, and I don't remember if it was Diablo Cody or if it was the director that specifically said, do not market this to men. It's not a boy movie.
Yeah, I think it was both, but...
Yeah. And they did it anyway.
Yeah. They, at one point, the producers wanted Megan Fox to host, Q&A sessions on amateur porn sites to promote the movie.
Live chats.
Yeah. And that was Karen Kusama, who was like, don't even say that to her. Like, that's crushing. Do not even mention that you wanted to do that. We're not doing that. And don't even say that to Megan, because that's just disgusting.
Belittling.
So gross.
Yeah.
And not at all what the movie's about. So, like, it doesn't
No.
even make sense.
Yeah. The studio had an all-male marketing department, if that gives you any idea
Yeah.
where those ideas were coming from. Yeah. It's just terrible.
Yeah. Yeah. It was definitely just not the way that it should have been advertised. I don't even think it was advertised as like a comedy horror. It was like just a straight horror mixed with like hot Megan Fox, and that was what they were pushing. And yeah, like you said, just primarily marketing towards young men, which, like, no offense, I really hope young men like and appreciate this movie, but like it wasn't really for men. This movie's for the gays and the girls. Let's be honest.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. In the 10-year anniversary interview that Megan Fox and Diablo Cody did together, they were talking about how, well, Diablo Cody brought up Transformers and was like, oh, are we allowed to talk about that? And Megan Fox talked about how, like, she had come full circle and is now, like, okay talking about Transformers. And then Diablo Cody said she had the exact same experience where this movie came out. It was really terrible for her. It flopped. She was, like, being made fun of on Twitter by her peers. And she said that the advertising of it was largely to blame. Because, I mean, if you advertise to the wrong audience is going to see it and they're going to trash it.
Yeah. And I think I even read something about her saying that she was so happy that now there's so many people who love and defend this movie. Yeah. But it also kind of made her, like, a little bit mad because she's like, where were you all, like, when it came out? Like, I always knew that this was a good movie. So, yeah, I can't imagine how frustrating that would have been.
Yeah, she went through years of therapy.
Right, and to make something that you really truly believe is good and then have so many people tell you it's not. Yeah. It's no wonder that it took her so long to do another horror movie.
Yeah. And I think the bit, or what she said was, like, the most heartbreaking thing is that she had just come off of Juno. Juno was a huge success. And she was basically given carte blanche to do whatever she wanted. And so she did what she wanted to do, which a lot of directors at that stage, like their sophomore feature, are not given that opportunity. Yeah. Like, that's just not heard of. So she did her dream project, which was a horror movie, female-focused, female friendship, literally about a girl who eats boys. And just for it to be marketed inappropriately and fall flat was, like, that's traumatizing. I feel for her.
Yeah, that wouldn't be fun. If it helps, day one, I was a fan.
Same.
I was the audience that they should have been marketing to. Yeah. Luckily, I did see it, and I knew that it was what it was supposed to be.
Mm-hmm. I think even back in my years of not liking horror, I would have enjoyed this very much. Because honestly, fuck boys. Fuck men. Not like that. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I'm not eating people, needy. I'm eating boys. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty, I mean, yeah. It's iconic now.
Yeah. And
I literally have a picture of Jennifer Check right over there.
Yeah, as you should. As everyone should.
I think so.
Queen. It also, like, this movie has the best screenplay, like the best script, lines, words that are being spoken of any dialogue. Thank you. Yeah. Of any movie we've watched, without question.
It does have very quotable lines. It is very, like, her style. Yeah. Where it's like, even Juno, even Lisa Frankenstein, it's like, quippy. She almost makes up her own slang. And it sounds so weird, but the actors always make it work, so you don't even question it.
And you just get it.
Like, yeah, of course I'm going to start calling being on my period plugging. Like, why wouldn't I? Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's incredible.
Yeah, and I immediately started using the word salty in a completely different way than it is acceptable to use now.
Yeah, now it's like, you're mad. She was using it as, like, a salty morsel.
Yeah, which is so funny because in the 10-year anniversary interview that I was watching, She says that she was salty about the marketing. And I'm like, that's
funny.
not what you thought that meant 10 years ago.
Well, I mean, it didn't mean that
It
10
didn't.
years
You're
ago.
right, you're right.
So. But yeah, I love, especially now, I know there have been interviews where Megan Fox and Amanda Seyfried have both said that this was like their favorite movie that they've done. So
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. I mean,
And
I've seen a lot of both of their movies. It's my favorite that they've done it too.
Yeah. Why wouldn't it be?
I mean, Transformers is up there. Les Mis, up there.
Okay. I was thinking like Mean Girls from Amanda Seyfried.
I don't like Mean Girls.
Okay. You can be wrong.
I've just had a bad experience with one of the actors.
So stupid. I love Mean Girls.
A tale for another time. This movie reminded me a lot of Ginger Snaps.
As it should.
Yeah. This is it. Don't hate me. This is better than Ginger Snaps. Substantially better.
No, I agree.
Oh, good, good.
I love Ginger Snaps.
Ginger Snaps is great. This is better.
This is top tier.
This is.
But that I literally
Wait,
said in our
wait.
episode of Ginger Snaps that Ginger Snaps walked so that this movie could also walk because people don't have good taste.
Same. Yep. You're so right. You're so right. Yeah.
This movie should have ran.
Yes. I
But
feel
yeah.
like it did run compared to Ginger Snaps.
Ginger Snaps does have a huge cult following.
Yeah. And it still couldn't be considered a cult following because it's not as huge as Jennifer's Body's following.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
Ginger Snaps is still a cult classic.
Yeah.
Whereas this one, I'm just moving into classic status.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah. But yeah, there are definitely a lot of similarities in the story that it's telling.
Yeah. Totally.
And that's why I love them both.
Yeah. Speaking of Transformers,
Great.
Amanda Seyfried
Yeah,
auditioned for Transformers.
she did.
Little invisible string.
Yeah. I think that'd be like fun. Be like, oh my god, you got the job that I wanted.
No. Actually, let me put it that way.
I think if I was Amanda Seyfried or Megan Fox, I wouldn't be that mad about it. Like,
No.
they've had fine careers.
Yeah. I mean,
So
Yeah.
I'm sure they're used to, like, not getting parts all the time, you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm sure Megan Fox told Amanda all about how terrible it was filming that movie. So she took one for the team, unfortunately.
Yeah. But kind of in the same line of that, there were, I know Emma Stone was considered for the role of Needy. Brie Larson auditioned for the role of Needy. And then I think Blake Lively turned down the role of Jennifer Check because she had scheduling conflicts with Gossip Girl.
Which is funny. And I keep calling back to this 10-year anniversary interview that I watched.
Yeah.
But in that, Diablo Cody was like, oh yeah, it was always Megan Fox. We didn't even consider anybody else. But I did see the same thing that said Blake Lively turned down the role. So,
Yeah.
conflicting stories, Diablo.
Well, maybe like a producer or something wanted Blake Lively and
One of the
she
men.
always wanted. I don't think I could see Blake Lively in this role.
I don't know. I like her a lot.
As a person or as an actor?
Yeah.
Oh. I just never thought she was that good of an actress.
Oh. Is it the movie that she was in, Age of Adeline?
No, because it looks bad.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Okay.
It's decent.
I'll take your word on it.
She wasn't bad in Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants either.
I don't remember that movie at all.
What? It's like a staple of middle school.
Not for me. Sorry.
That's okay.
It was fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I just don't remember, like, I remember watching it once and then never caring about it again after that.
Yikes.
Yeah, sorry.
That's okay.
Sorry, Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants fans.
Other casting news. They also considered Pete Wentz from Fall Out Boy and Joel Madden from Good Charlotte for the role of Nikolai,
Yeah.
lead singer boy guy. It would have been a lot more fun if it was somebody recognizable. That would have been more fun for me, but
Oh, Adam Brody is very recognizable for me, so.
what, because he's in the OC?
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw the OC.
Oh, he was also in Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
The original,
Yeah.
not the new one with
Not the new
that
one.
rapper. Childish
Okay, first of
Gambino.
all, I literally just saw a TikTok talking about how he's like one of the most talented men in Hollywood.
He
And
literally
after,
is.
I was like, yeah, you're absolutely fucking right.
He 100%. I fucking love him.
So, and then I
Such
watched the This Is
range.
America video like 9 times.
Oh my god.
One
That
of the
video-
best music videos of all time. Period.
That honestly, and that video is much scarier than anything we've ever watched.
Oh, yeah.
Yeesh. Did you see the TikTok that he just posted the other day?
No.
He's sitting on a horse backwards, and the horse is just pissing. And I don't even know what the sound is or anything. But you're just like, you didn't know it was him. Like the first thing you watch is the horse peeing, and then
Yeah.
you look up, and it's him, and you're like, okay.
Why are you here? Yeah. Interesting. Anyways, I always had a crush on Adam Brody, so I was fine to see him in this.
I
With
just
the
don't recognize him
guyliner.
from. Oh,
Yeah, like he sucks, but he's hot.
he sucks. Why does he suck?
No, not him. Like the character in the movie.
Oh,
the
damn.
band leader who's sacrificing.
Yeah, he does.
someone.
Yeah.
He sucks. I don't know anything about Adam Brody except I think he's married to isn't he married to Blair from Gossip Girl? Leighton Meester?
Beats me.
I feel like they were. Anyways, he's hot in this, so also that
XOXO.
song has no business being that fucking good.
It's all right.
No. This is what's gonna start a fight between us. That song fucking slaps.
It's been stuck in my head all day.
Thank you. It's so good.
I don't think
I
it's
need
because
it on
it's good.
Spotify.
It's not on Spotify?
No,
Where do you listen to it?
I put it on repeat on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube. Okay.
Yeah,
At least it's on YouTube.
it is. Yeah. Through the trees. It's good.
You've played it on stream before.
So many times.
Just with a YouTube link in the background?
Yeah, I'll just pull up YouTube and then play it.
Okay, cute.
We had a watch party in our Discord of the movie. You didn't make it for some reason.
Yeah, I wasn't there.
And ever since then, we all love the song.
I'm glad I got to watch it by myself, if I'm being honest.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Not a movie you want to watch with friends?
No.
Oh.
Well, I mean, yeah, I would now.
You wanted to feel the full force of it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Because it was good.
Got it.
I like to make fun of movies with friends. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And I don't want to
Yeah.
see any of you fuckers making fun of the movie while I'm watching it. Not that movie.
Oh.
Other movies, fine.
I mean, I will say there was no making fun of this movie
Oh, good.
because it's a good movie. So
Yeah.
kind of hard to make fun.
You know, there's a musical that was released on YouTube. Have you seen it?
I haven't, but I almost went to see it live
Oh.
because a girl that I worked with was playing Jennifer for a show. Yeah, she's the girl that was on the Glee project, and then Glee, and then
Oh,
Broadway,
yeah. And then Broadway, yeah.
and then played Alphaba on Broadway because she's that bitch.
Yeah, that's pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's about as cool as you can get.
Yeah. Shout out Lindsay. We weren't even that close, to be honest. She was really good friends with like one of my friends,
Mhm.
but she was so nice to me all the time. Loved her.
Wow. I'm only 1 degree of separation away from her.
Yeah.
The girl that plays Jennifer in Jennifer's Body, the unauthorized musical,
Yeah.
2018.
The girl who played Alphaba on Broadway.
That too.
And the Gerber baby in Glee.
That is oddly specific.
That's who she played.
Crazy.
No, yeah, but she was super talented and I was sad. I want to say I had to work the day or like the next morning and I worked at like 5 a.m. So I was like, I can't.
Yeah.
I can't do it. But
You
I would have
didn't wanna
loved
go
have
that
seen
bad.
it. I need sleep, Katie.
What time does the play start? 7? How long
No,
does
I
it
think
last?
it started
2
later.
hours?
I want to say it started at like 8 or 9. Sorry, I should have gone.
You should have gone.
I
Yeah, we can
know.
watch it on YouTube.
Okay,
I plan to.
great. Me too.
Good.
So Colin, played by Kyle, oh my god, I just forgot his fucking name. Kyle Gallner.
Okay.
Sorry. Which also, he was just in one of the Scream movies, which we talked about. Anyways, he's in Scream 5.
Who does he
plays Stu Macher's nephew that gets killed in Scream 5.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Yeah.
Yeah. He's like kind of a scream king.
Yeah.
He's in a lot of little. Yeah, he's in more than you'd think.
Okay.
Anyways, at one point in the movie, he invites Jennifer to go see Rocky Horror at the BU.
Mm-hmm.
That is a
Bijou.
reference. Bijou, sorry.
Yeah.
That just came out too.
BU.
Bijou.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Go
it's a
on.
reference to a student-run movie theater at the University of Iowa. Because Diablo Cody went to the University of Iowa.
Every fucking episode that we do of this godforsaken podcast, you have some new fun thing from Iowa. And you're always complaining about how it's just all we have from Iowa is Frodo Baggins. Crazy.
She's not from there. We
She
just
went
went
to
to the
school
same
there.
school.
Well,
University of Iowa's got some big names. What can I say?
name 5.
Diablo Cody. Gene Wilder. Caitlin Clark.
What, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Why do you think
That's
I
a
know
pretty
so
big
much
name.
about basketball all of a sudden?
fair. Fair. That's a whole thing right now. My God, I can't get away from it.
Yeah. I feel like it was almost like more when she was in college.
Yeah.
I feel like the conversation has kind of died down a little bit, although I'm still seeing stuff about her. But
That's since
Yeah.
the game the other day.
oh yeah.
She got decked.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways.
University of Iowa, huh?
I love things from the University of Iowa, and I love things that piss off men. Jennifer's Body, Caitlin Clark.
Yes. But Caitlin Clark's been pissing off women too. That's not ideal. Women, stop being so petty.
Oh, well,
Support each
that
other.
happens sometimes.
Support women, support women. Please.
Do you want to know like my weirdest interesting thing about this movie?
Mm-hmm.
Is that like it kind of has this like a tiny little like subplot that is about 9/11. Which sounds weird, but it's so they mention it twice. One at the beginning when she has the shots that are like the towers or
Yeah.
whatever.
The left tower's not full enough.
Yes, and then when they're back at school after the fire, Needy like overhears the girls talking, and one of them says like her dad has PTSD from Operation Freedom, which was a post 9/11 operative.
Yes.
But then it kind of like mirrors that whole thing in a sense of like criticizing how we handle and capitalize off of tragedies, because then when they have this song that blows up and they're saying it's about this tragedy and stuff, which count on one hand how many songs came out about 9/11 and like profiting off of it, and then Needy like criticizes that and everybody just jumps on her and says, oh, you don't know anything, like this is, you have to support them, otherwise you're not supporting the town or the country. And I just thought that was so interesting that it was like these very like brief moments in there that were kind of a criticism off of that specific thing. But I also think a lot of movies that came out post 9/11 have things about 9/11 that we just don't really like think about that much. It's a very big impact on our society.
Great memes.
Well, Jesus.
You know that movie with Robert Pattinson? Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
For those who don't know what I'm talking about, it's this whole ass movie about like
Remember
I don't
Me?
know. It's like is that what it's called? Remember Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's like this romance movie, and he like has a sibling that he's trying to like get out of foster care or something. I don't know what the fuck. And he's like going to like make up with something. I don't fucking know. But anyway, the last scene of the movie, he's standing in front of this chalkboard, and it's like today's date is September 11th, and the camera just pans out slowly until you see that he's in one of the Trade Center buildings.
Yeah, that was, from what I've heard, the most out of left field twist that a movie has ever had. Because
Yeah.
apparently there's like no inclination that this is even a thing,
Mm-hmm.
other than it being set in 2001. I've actually never even seen the movie, but everybody talks about the twist so much that like I already know it.
Yeah. The only reason that I know about the movie at all is because I saw the twist on TikTok.
Oh, really? That's when you heard about it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like not even that long ago, like 6 months ago.
Did you like not consume media before TikTok?
Not really.
Oh, great.
TikTok has done wonders for me. Tell you what.
Tell you what, I like it. Yeah. I don't like it, but Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, you don't have any other fun facts?
No, I do. Megan Fox lost 15 pounds and stayed out of the sun for 4 months to get her more frail and pale look.
Yeah.
Commitment to the bit.
She got down to like 97 pounds. That's
No
not.
way.
She's 5'4". That's not. I'm not a doctor. That
Not
doesn't
healthy.
seem good to me.
No way.
So, it's between you and your doctor, but that does not seem like a healthy weight for that height.
Yeah, I just like with how like women centric and women empowerment the like crew of the film seemed. I'm surprised that they let that happen. That's like the only thing about this whole movie that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. And I mean, I didn't even notice it. It wasn't, I mean, obviously she looked like gaunt, but I didn't know that was because she lost 15 pounds. Like I didn't look at her and say, oh, she lost weight. I just looked at her like, oh, she's ill for the movie. Like, you know what I mean? Like it didn't have like a tangible impact on the film.
Right.
So reading that fact after the fact was kind of ew for me. Like, what? Why would they make her do that?
I mean, I guess I don't really know like the context of which she did that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't know if that was something they told her to do or if she did on her own for the part or like, I don't know.
Yeah.
This was also 2009, pre when thickness became a hot thing.
Yeah, fair.
I like that her last name was not originally going to be Czech. That was just a placeholder name because Diablo Cody would like, when she was doing markers or writing or whatever, she, Needy Czech, Jennifer Czech, like checking things off of her list. And so they just started calling her Jennifer Czech and then it stuck. Yeah, I like it.
Watching the subtitles, I definitely thought, I mean, I heard it before I saw it in the subtitles. I thought it was going to be like Czech, like the country, like the spelled that way.
Oh.
No. Like literally the word check mark.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you seen the director's cut?
I think I want to say yes a long time ago.
I have not. I couldn't find it.
Yeah.
But
I want to say one of my friends had it in the high schools.
Oh.
Yeah.
A long time ago.
I think so.
Well, it had 5 minutes of extra footage. It was removed from a home video release and from a bunch of countries for violence and graphic sex, specifically between Needy and Jennifer.
Yeah, their scene was going to be a lot more intense.
Yeah.
Well, at first it wasn't. I think at first Diablo Cody didn't write them as like even kissing. And then she was like, never mind, let's go full throttle, and wrote like a steamy hot sex scene.
Yeah.
Which they apparently filmed. But then I guess like during it too, Megan Fox like pushed them to kind of make it more softer and honestly like a little bit more like female focused, I feel like, than like through like a male gaze.
Male gaze. I mean, between that and the other scene that got cut, so Jennifer's demon possession was based on succubi, obviously.
Yeah.
Succubi were known to feed on their male prey's semen. And one of the cut scenes was Jennifer feeding on testicles.
Yeah, I could do. That's fine. You can cut that.
That sounds fun. That sounds so fun to me.
No, the dismembering part, yeah, but the feeding on the no, I'm good.
I
feel like if they had done that, it would have like geared into the like it's basically like a cum shot, is what it would have ended up being.
No, it would have. I mean, I feel like Diablo Cody would have done it tastefully, like she did the penis scene in Lisa Frankenstein.
Well, she just wrote it; she didn't direct it. I do trust in Karen Kusama as well, though.
Yeah,
but I don't know. I just feel like that could have gone in a direction that I wouldn't have enjoyed.
Well, it's one of the scenes that was filmed supposedly, or was like cut in the director's cut, so it's out there.
The more I'm thinking about it, the more I think I probably haven't seen the director's cut then. Because those scenes don't sound familiar to me. But I could have swore I watched the director's cut. This is probably a different movie.
There's so many of them.
There's so many movies I've seen.
The other thing that they cut supposedly was, is it Bill Fagerbakke? Bill Fagerbakke? Is that how you say his name?
I think so.
He plays somebody's dad, but he also plays Patrick, Star from SpongeBob. It was too recognizable as Patrick from SpongeBob, so they had to cut his lines.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean,
That's
iconic,
funny.
but also kind of sad. Like, sorry, you just got typecast into
Sorry.
not a type, but literally one role.
You sound too much like your own voice, which is associated with Patrick Star now.
Yeah. Sad.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes.
It do.
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I've got.
Okay. Should we rate?
Let's rate it.
Okay.
How scary did you think it was?
1 out of 5.
Yeah.
It's not scary.
It wasn't written to be scary either.
Not really, no.
Maybe it's scarier to men. Have you ever asked a man if he thought it was scary?
You could have stopped at, do you ever ask a man?
Because you don't.
I do not.
No, I don't. I just don't care to ask a man.
I do remember, though, reading an article where this and the movie Teeth were mentioned as, like, examples of movies that scared men but did not scare women at all.
Imagine. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't want to have teeth.
Down there?
Yeah.
Oh.
But I can't imagine that would be scary.
Yeah, but she also, like, had some semblance of control over them.
The teeth?
In the
I haven't
film,
seen
yeah.
that movie. Or maybe I have, but it's been a really long time.
You literally told me you had because you said that you joked about it all the time with your friends.
Well, yeah, because it was like a running joke in college. I must have seen
so
it.
You haven't seen it, but you just, like, knew about it?
Maybe. I
Okay.
don't remember if I've seen it or not. I mean, obviously if I watched it, I would know if I'd seen it or not.
Yeah. Well, if you haven't, she does have some semblance of control over them. So it's not like they're all willy-nilly chopping things off that shouldn't be chopped off.
That's kind of fun.
Yeah. That's why it's scary to
Just
me.
do like a little little pelvic floor.
Like, yeah, literally.
Yeah, cute.
She yeah. There's, like, literally a scene where that happens.
Oh, God. How fun.
I know, I love that movie.
Yeah, that doesn't sound scary at all.
Anyways, on that note, how sexy did you think this was?
Okay, so here's the thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is by far the horniest movie we've ever seen. But they're in high school. So, like, what do we do?
Well, I don't know, because when I watched this, I was in high school, so, like, I'm going off of that mindset. And also, these people are all in... When they were acting in this, I do not believe they were underage, so I don't think that line is blurred, if I could be honest. I think you're fine to say it's sexy.
Okay, yeah, then it's a 4.5. With your blessing. Had you said anything else, it was going to be about a 2. But it's
like,
definitely
oh my God.
not. Yeah.
It wasn't sexy
It wasn't
at all.
sexy at all. What do you mean? You know, it's a 4.5 without question.
Yeah.
What'd you give it?
I give it a 4.5.
Yeah. See, I told you. Without question, it is a
There's
4.5.
just not a lot of things in this movie that aren't sexy, to be honest. Yeah, it's great. Big fan.
You know, it's funny. Megan Fox and Blake Lively are like the 2 hottest women for me.
Oh.
And SZA. I really like SZA.
Honestly, my, like, biggest celebrity crush right now is Keke Palmer.
See it?
I'm just obsessed with her.
Yeah, I can see it.
She's so funny.
Is she
and
funny?
beautiful. Oh my God, she's fucking hilarious.
No, I didn't know that.
I'll send you a couple of TikTok compilations of interviews she's done.
Okay.
What do you mean you didn't know that? She's the one who started the meme that's like, I'm sorry to this man. I don't know who this is. That's her.
Okay, I didn't know that. Okay. Yeah, anyway, this movie's real horny.
Yeah. Yeah, it's good.
And so was I. How fucked up did you think it was?
I gave it a 1 out of 5.
Okay.
I don't know. There wasn't really anything I haven't seen before in here, right? I guess the stampede was like a little much, but
And I think it's also unfair to only rate things fucked up if it's unique to that film. I think there are
That's
things that
fair.
are fucked up that if they're used in more than one film, it's still fucked up.
that's true. I'll give it a 1.5
Okay.
because
makes
the
me feel
woman
better.
getting crushed was like that was a little bit much.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you give it?
A 1.5 because
okay.
of the stampede.
Yeah.
And I didn't like the pool net in the stomach and then her taking it out. But I mean,
Okay.
I really liked watching her take it out, but I didn't
Yeah.
like listening to her take it out.
Okay, yeah, the squelch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which reminds me, the Alien Romulus trailer is almost exclusively bone popping noises. Yeah,
Bet you hated that.
I did. I watched it with the sound off.
Oh, okay. Great.
There's no bone popping like on screen. It's just the noises.
Yeah. I'm sorry that happened to you.
Thank you. I digress.
Overall, what did you give it?
I loved this movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't think of anything I would change. And I think I rated Ginger Snaps like a 4.5, a 4 or 4.5, I think. And this is better. So it's got to be a 5. There's nothing I didn't like except the like Megan Fox losing weight for it thing. It's a 5. A perfect film.
This was going to be the one. This was going to be the one that I yelled at you for, but we passed.
If it wasn't a 5, if I didn't give it a 5?
No, I would have accepted 4 and above.
Okay.
But
4 is only an 80%. You think I would have given this a B?
I still think a 4 is a good score.
Yeah, no, it is, but it's a B. Is this a B movie?
Yeah, but I don't believe in the American grading system.
Oh.
Yeah, no, this is a 5 out of 5.
Yeah.
This is like one of my favorite movies ever. I fucking love this movie so much. Yes, some of the dialogue like didn't age super well.
I didn't mind that at all.
But I also don't feel like it's like super condoning that language either. Like it's
No.
literally a man-eating villain saying it. So like
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I just fucking love this movie so much. It's so good.
It is. Megan Fox is a very good actress.
Yes, and so is Amanda Seyfried. Like, and
yeah, duh.
they're
I think people
Duh.
see Megan Fox and for whatever reason automatically think she can't act. She
yeah,
can
they don't
fucking
take her
act.
seriously.
Yeah. The scene where she's getting stabbed, holy shit.
Where she's just
great.
like sobbing and they're
Yeah.
singing 867. This movie's so good.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm really glad that you liked it. I
Yeah.
didn't think that you wouldn't, especially after Lisa Frankenstein, because that was kind of like me testing the waters of like,
Yeah.
if she doesn't like that one, she's definitely not gonna like this one.
Well,
So.
I mean, they're definitely different. Lisa Frankenstein was a very
Yes.
cute movie. It was cute. And I don't think that the dialogue of that shined as much as it did in this. This movie's dialogue was like Anchorman level amazing for me.
Yeah,
There's not a
this
single
one-
line in Anchorman that I'm not like, this movie was the same way.
Yeah, this definitely has a lot more like quotable, memorable lines from it. But I do think like it's similar. You know what I mean? Like it's still like
Yeah.
the same kind of vibe. That
Quippy.
right, like she has a style of her writing.
Totally.
So I think if it's not for you, you're not gonna like anything she does. Yay.
Yeah.
Fives across the board.
Yes. I can't wait to watch it again. I can't wait to watch the musical.
I can't wait to just play Through the Trees nonstop. It's so good.
You do that while
It's a great song. Give it
watch
another
the music.
listen. You're gonna be singing along in no time.
I mean, I haven't listened to the whole song. I've only listened to it in the context of the film.
It's a banger.
You're breathing now. It's stuck in my head all day.
Yeah,
Just that one part, though. I don't know the rest of the words.
you will.
Really, over and over again. Still here breathing now.
Yeah, it sticks with you.
Yeah, it really does.
Yeah. Would you survive Jennifer's body? What a question.
Yeah. I'm not a dude.
Oh yeah,
And thank God for it.
yeah,
Would you survive?
yeah.
Yeah.
The same reason I'd survive Jennifer's or Ginger Snaps. If my best friend was out there killing boys in high school, I didn't see nothing. I'm minding my own business. And you know what? A key part of this movie is I truly believe that Jennifer would have never hurt Needy anyway. So
Well, I mean, she even says she would have, but she couldn't.
exactly, she rips that pool net out of her stomach and she walks away. She knows.
She's not gonna
That's
hurt
why I
you.
think it's so interesting. There's like a lot of like you could read a shit ton of stuff about this movie and like its representation of queer characters, but I think it's so interesting because I feel like when this movie first came out, a lot of people were like, "Oh, like Needy is so in love with her, like that's like the whole thing." And now I feel like people are realizing that no, Jennifer's in love with her.
Yeah.
Which I do think I think Needy might be attracted to Jennifer, but I don't think she loves her. I think Jennifer is in love with Needy.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's the difference.
Yeah. And I think that that's the other reason that, like, some of the dialogue that didn't age really well didn't bother me. Because it's coming from a lesbian. Like, a little grace can be afforded to
First
a lesbian.
of all, she literally says that she's bi in the movie, so bi erasure in Pride Month is crazy.
Sorry.
From a bi.
And in Pride Month. Sorry. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'm a lesbian. It's just, if we're being honest, I erased myself.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway, yeah, no, I'm living through this happily.
Yeah, same. Samesies.
Yeah, easy
Peasy. Do you want to predict next week's movie plot?
Is it X or is it Watchers? It's X.
It's X.
It's X.
For anybody listening, we're filming this out of order.
Yeah,
so
I get real
The
confused.
Watchers was the episode that came out last week.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
for everybody listening, for us, we haven't recorded it yet.
Yeah. I get real confused when we aren't filming out of order, and then we film out of order, and it's like societal collapse.
Yes, next week's movie is X.
X. Right. X is about a woman named Pearl. She lives on a farm. And she is being sold off to the highest bidder.
Yes.
As happens. Wait. See, my entire context of this movie is the trailer of Pearl. Or is it Pearl? What's the movie that's coming out right now?
Maxine.
Fuck, now I'm real confused. Oh, shit. Oh, okay. No, Maxine's her stage name. Pearl's her actual name.
Of course.
Fuck, I'm real confused now. Yeah, no. I mean, it's a modern day, so she's not, okay. I'm thinking.
You're doing great.
Okay, so she's engaged. She's engaged to this guy. She's engaged to a guy, and he just like stops putting out or something. Like stops showing that he loves her.
Yeah.
And that like really pisses her off, which it should. I mean, as women, a lot of us put our whole pussy into our relationship with our significant other. Literally and figuratively.
Great.
And so when that breaks down, I mean, you kind of go crazy. And she does.
Mm-hmm.
She goes crazy. And then he cheats on her.
Yeah.
Because she's crazy.
Yeah.
Because he's already, not putting his pussy into the relationship.
Of course.
And then, and so, yeah, she kills him.
Great.
Mm-hmm. And after that, after she kills him, she moves to Hollywood and gets to live her life.
Okay. Mm-hmm. That's the whole movie, just...
Yeah.
This...
Yeah,
Sorry, what was her real name? Pearl or Maxine?
Pearl. Maxine is
Pearl.
her stage name
Maxine
that she
is the
adopts
stage
when
name.
she moves to Hollywood. Hopefully.
Hawaii. Where everybody goes to be an actor.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay, so this is just her. She kills her husband, goes to Hollywood.
Yeah, it's like the dissolution of their marriage. This is what I predicted for As Above, So Below. It was a dissolution of marriage. The wife goes crazy.
You're just going to keep trying it until...
Actually, that happening.
This is it actually happening.
It's going to be right eventually.
One day.
Yeah. But
I'm going to throw in a dissolution of marriage movie on you.
Yeah, ideally.
You're going to nail it.
No, but I think this one... I mean, I know she kills him. And I know she's real mad at him.
Okay.
And why else would you be mad at him?
Exactly.
Yeah. So tune in next week when that's not what happens at all.
Pretty much.
Really? Is her name's Pearl.
Someone's name is Pearl.
Her name's not Pearl?
Someone's name is Maxine.
That's two different people?
Maxine and Pearl are two different people.
Fuck.
Yeah, sorry. It's not about the dissolution of marriage. Well, not really.
Ugh. Man, I just want to get something right.
You could maybe make an argument that that's a side plot.
Is she is she dissolving somebody else's marriage?
I think that you'll find out next week.
Okay. Sounds good to me.
Great. Can't wait to watch X.
Hooray. When does this episode come out?
One that we're saying words in right now, or X?
X. The X episode?
Next week's episode will drop on July 2nd. Maxine drops on the 5th. So,
Okay.
in preparation for the sequel coming out, we're watching X.
Cute.
Yeah.
We can cut all this out, but I was just, because it's going to be in theaters, I thought maybe I would mention it, but that was like 2 weeks ago. When the episode. Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Nope. We're doing that better. All right, cool. Well, I'm excited to watch X and hear your opinions on it.
Me too. Thanks.
Yeah, we will see you next week. Thank you for listening. Like and subscribe, please.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Please, I need validation.
It's really what this is about.
Yeah.
It's all this is about.
No other reason to start a podcast, really.
Cassidy's validation.
This is truly a journey in me being validated.
Yeah.
Thank you all for joining.
Yeah. Right. Bye.
Bye.